Welcome to Tarot Hands. I decided that I'll be doing daily readings to share with the world on very interesting subjects. And calling upon the spirit Astaroth, who rules the Americas. She is really wonderful and answers many, many questions. Most tarot card readers that offer themselves to services tend to answer questions about people's love matters or things going on in their life. But I feel like there's better questions to be asking. And sometimes the answers are so interesting. We can ask questions relating to politics, how someone feels, how are they behaving, are they telling the truth? We can ask questions about anyone. And someone like Astaroth, who's a very powerful spirit, she knows how to rule. She can see everything. And she communicates with me through these cards very well. There are two ways that I do readings for myself. We can do yes/no questions with a divided stack of 3 in equal parts or unequal parts, or a spread of 3 cards to show what's going on. I like to use these two methods because they work really well for me, and they're fast and quick to answers. To start this off, let's ask Astaroth if she approves of this. So here's the first stack, here's the second stack. We will count and flip each card until we hit one of the aces, and that would be considered as a yes. If there's 2 or more aces, it's a yes, and at times there may be a non-ace card which would represent a meaning. So we'll count together. 1. So that's the first yes. 1, 2, 3. Second yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So she's definitely saying yes, but I have to control myself. And for her to say something like that, I feel that means maybe I have to control the type of questions I ask, as some viewers may be offended, and we'll get into that because there are some things that are a bit tricky, especially when we ask questions relating to, people we admire, religion, you know. So I think that's what she's trying to say. But it's still a good sign. All these spirits, as long as you are kind and you show respect, they're always happy to help and explain and communicate with you. If you're getting into this space, I highly recommend getting one of these tarot decks. You can consecrate it and bless it, so you can put it in, circle it with salt. You can sprinkle like holy water and incense, and just say like a few words, I hope, and my intention is that these cards, give me the right answers. No tricksters are manipulating anything, and you can just do like a normal blessing. And then I would really recommend building a relationship with a spirit. In the beginning, it'll take time to understand the cards. A very good resource is ChatGPT, so you can treat it as a tool, a tarot tool, to explain what the cards mean in a sequence. And I tend to do that because sometimes, we don't know everything, or we don't understand certain cards, so it can give a nice perspective that maybe we don't always see. And with time, when you practice and you can ask questions and measure the answers quite well, and it becomes really fun. And you can leave like an offering, like a glass of water as a thank you. You can make a cup of tea. It's a really nice way to get answers. The only downside to tarot reading, I believe, is it can be very addictive, because once you get the hang of it, you just want to do readings all day long. And what I've noticed is I can't do too many readings for myself in a session, because I get tired, and I feel sometimes it's the spirit saying it's enough, or maybe it's me. I think sometimes it's a combination. And sometimes if you ask the question repeatedly too many times, sometimes the spirit might get annoyed, because they're like basically trying to tell you, the answer. It's very interesting, but I would say this is one of my favorite ways of divination and whatnot. Ways you can use the tarot deck is, if you have a meeting and you want to know like how someone is viewing you before the meeting, it's a good way to like have a heads up, or you can ask, how should I carry this conversation to ensure I have a successful meeting? So that's ways you could do it. You could use the cards, and then after your meeting, you ask, how did the person view me? You know, are they going to move forward? Is there anything that I should do? Spirits have, depending on the spirit, but a lot of spirits, they understand the human psyche. They have their own powers, you know. I would find spirits that are beginner friendly, that are willing to like work with you, and you can just ask. If you have someone in mind, you can just flip the cards and do like a yes no, like, are you open to working with me? It's very easy. And some will say yes, and some will say no, which is fine, and some will say yes but not now. And that's something I was surprised with a question, an answer as that. Yes, but not now. And that to me is like, either I'm not ready, or I'm not open, or, you know, there's so many reasons. And even when you ask, I mean, sometimes it took me a while, you know. I used to ask the same questions, and then it's like, yo, like, it's enough, you know. I just told you, like, yes, but not now. You're not open for this. But yeah, I mean, this is a very good way. This is a very good tool for business owners, entrepreneurs. You know, if you're just curious, if you want to learn about something, this is a really cool way to build a skill. And you know, I'm of the path that you can, mentors are good for a period of time to learn something. Learning yourself is one way. Having a mentor to help you move faster, if that's your goal, is very good too. And I did both. Like, I had mentors, some were excellent and some were terrible, but that's kind of like the process. And now, like, you know, I don't have to pay anyone to do a reading. I can just do readings on the fly, and it's awesome. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave it below in the comment section. And I hope you will enjoy the journey. Take care.